What's good, everybody? It's your boy Agent P of the GOP here to give you guys another Nuggets talk recap. Good to be back. It's been a couple days since Christmas, since the Nuggets have last played, so it's nice to be back giving you all this recap. Nuggets get a huge victory. That is not an understatement. Over the John Morant-less Memphis Grizzlies. Let's get into the recap. I already said no John Morant in this one. He had an illness. And no AG as a note for the Nuggets as well. Everyone remembers. Hopefully, AG is recovering well. The news came out yesterday that he got bit by a dog and it required 21 stitches on his face and his hand. So, and it's on his shooting hand, unfortunately. So, hopefully, he gets better soon. Into the recap, first quarter, Memphis got up to a good start, actually. Desmond Bane hit 2 bombs and they were up 10-5 after 2 minutes. But after that, it's pretty much all Denver. 6-10 mark, Nuggets going an 8-0 run. Back-to-back threes from MPJ and Jamal get the game tied up at 15. Memphis calls a timeout. And Denver was able to take control after that point. Jokic hit a three-pointer at the buzzer at the end of the first quarter to put Denver up 33-27 after one. He played a perfect first quarter, and that word perfect would be the theme of his game tonight. 6 of 6 from the field, 4 assists, or 4 boards and 2 assists. Denver shot really well for the quarter, 61%. Second quarter, 9:36 mark, it's 39-27 Denver. 6-0 run to start the quarter. Holiday and Strother hit a couple of threes. 6:56 mark, Memphis is knocking back on the door, and they cut the lead to 5, 42-37. And at this point, that's when Michael Malone said, I'm going to stop playing around, put my starters in. And once he put the starters back in, everything went back to normal. 2:17 mark, Denver is up 60-43. So they went on an 18-6 run as soon as the starters get back into the game. Got that lead up to 17, finished with a 17-point halftime lead, 65-48. They outscored Memphis 32-21 in the second quarter. Denver still shot great overall, 54%. 20 assists on 25 field goals. We love that. And they were out-rebounding Memphis by 7, 27-20. Jokic had 15, 7, and 5. Jamal Murray had 13 and 7. In the second half, more of the same. Third quarter starts. They're up 23 points, 73-50. PWat hit a 3. KCP hit a 3. Prompted a quick timeout from Coach Jenkins. 6:03 mark, it's 86-58. The lead continues to balloon. Nuggets are cruising. At this point, Peyton Watson is 4 of 9 from 3. More on that in a second. 3:06 mark, it's 172 Denver. Jokic is 10 for 10 at this point, and he finished the quarter with a perfect triple-double through 3. 26, 14, and 10 on 11 of 11 shooting. Denver's up 23, 106-83 after 3. My last notes from the fourth quarter are at the 9:08 mark. Denver is up 116-89. This is where Peyton got up to his career high in points with 20. And I had no more notes after that because this game was thoroughly out of reach. Denver destroyed Memphis in this one, 142-105. What did Jokic do tonight? Just had a perfect triple-double. No big deal. 26 points, 26 points, 14 rebounds, 10 assists on 11 of 11 shooting for Big Honey. He started the game 6 of 6 in the first quarter and just was in total control with Jamal all night. He did have, if you are a Nuggets fan, you know that he was doing an interview today with Michael Porter Jr. on his Curious Mike podcast, and Jokic was very candid. It was honestly a very nice interview. It's something that he doesn't do a lot. So you knew if the interview is coming out today, he had to have a good game. Just not just any good game. Jokic goes ahead and has a perfect triple-double. We love this man so much. Jamal Murray, 23 points and 9 assists on the night on 9 of 12 shooting, 4 of 6 from 3. He continues to shoot really well from the three-point line. And man, this is the optimal Jamal Murray I want to see. An aggressive Jamal Murray who finds a way to get his teammates involved and lets that thing fly from three-point range, man. I love seeing Jamal pull and him shooting at this high clip. I think he's at 45% on the year now. So for him to be at this point, shooting 45%, just getting back, he's only been back for a couple weeks since the injury bug hit him. So he has to keep this going. And man, I know a lot of people aren't talking about Denver right now just because there's been a little bit of a lull with this team, especially with the injuries hitting. But man, when these guys are clicking, I still don't care who's out there in this league. There's nobody who has a better starting five than this team. I'm talking to you too, Boston. I believe that. I'm sorry, we got the chip to prove it. It's the biggest thing with them is just that two-man game. Him and Jokic were just in sync, in concert all evening long. And without John Morant, obviously, this team was definitely depleted. They had Marcus Smart back, but that's not going to be enough to beat the Denver Nuggets. PWat, let's get into Peyton in his career night. 20 points, man. 20 points for the boy PWat. Shot 4 of 10 from the three-point line. Jaren Jackson Jr. was leaving him open a lot in this game. Peyton Watson said, bet, I'm going to start knocking down these shots. So he let that thing fly. And we've seen over the course of, I guess, the last 2 weeks, he had a stretch where he hit a three in like 5 or 6 straight games. So you see the release, it almost feels like it's slowing down a bit. His elbow feels like it's a little more straight, and it's just whatever the shooting coach is telling him to do, keep telling him to do that shit because he is knocking down threes at a very good clip. And this is coming from a guy who didn't want to see this man shoot more than 2 threes a night. He got off 10 threes tonight, and he made 4 of them. I couldn't ask for more from Peyton. In his first start of the year with AG out, 20 points on 4 of 9 from 3. I mean, come on. So shout out to Peyton Watson for continuing to be there when his name is called, to answer the bell when his team needs him. I couldn't be more impressed with the kid, man. And the stock on this, man, if you ain't bought it now, you better buy it. If you ain't bought it, you better buy it because this boy, the rise is happening right before your eyes. Peyton Watson, continue to do what you do, and we go ahead and keep rolling with these victories, baby. This recap ain't gonna be long because this game was not close at all. Like I said, a 142-105 victory for Denver. And it was really nice that they got this blowout win because they have a back-to-back tomorrow. They play the Thunder at home, and all starters got to sit the fourth. So it was nice for them to get a rest here. And they're trying to avenge a loss. Last game that they played OKC, that's the one loss they've had in this really good stretch. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander hit his turnaround jumper with under 1 second left to beat them at home. So they're definitely looking to avenge that loss. Let's see what Denver can do. 6 wins in a row for the Nuggets, now 23-10 on the year. Winners of 6 in a row and 9 of their last 10. Denver can close out 2023 and the month of December on a 7-game winning streak and cap off an 11-4 month when they face the Thunder tomorrow night. I am your host, Leonard Pinckney, aka Agent P. Thank you guys again for listening to the Nuggets Talk Recap. I will see you next time.